This is a full fade skins guide for CS2. The only one available on YouTube right now is about 8 years old from this YouTuber who does not seem to upload much anymore, but either way that video is super outdated, so fade knives can only be factory new or minimal wear, and the highest float possible for a fade knife is 0.08. With that being said, the minimal wear fades are actually way rarer than the factory new ones. So each fade skin has 1001 different patterns, and every single pattern has a fade percentage associated with it, which makes everything very easy to understand. So the fade percentage on each knife can go from 80%, which is the absolute worst, to 100%, which is the absolute best. And when it's 100%, this is called a full fade. So for you to understand exactly how this works, fade skins have 4 possible colors: purple, pink, yellow and gray. The ones that are considered the best fades are the ones that have the least gray possible, or no gray at all, as the gray basically represents lack of fade. So the less gray your fade has, the more valuable it will be. With that being said, the worst fades, which are the 80% fades, are the ones with the most gray, and the best ones, the 100% fades, have 0 gray and are fully colored. But be careful, as some skins might seem to be full fade but actually aren't, and these are the so-called fake full fades. And you have to be careful with this, because sometimes people try and trade and say that they have a full fade when they actually only have a 98 or 99% fade, which are not full fades. So this is basically how it works for every fade knife in CS2 except for free knives. But before we go into those exceptions, the way you can easily check the fade percentage on your knife is pretty simple, thanks to this video sponsor, Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is a way for you to easily trade your CS2 skins without any risk and quickly, and they also have this feature that basically allows you to easily check the fade percentage on your knife. Once you're in Skins Monkey, just click on your knife and it will show you the exact pattern and fade percentage instantly. As you can see, it is super easy and super effective. The link to Skins Monkey is down below, and you can also use my code OZNI for a 35% deposit bonus, and also if you use my code you get $5 back in website balance once you do some trades. So thank you Skins Monkey for sponsoring this video, and back to the fade exceptions. So one of the exceptions here is the falchion knife, which basically can go up to 110% fade. And this sounds very confusing, but it's actually very easy. Every fade knife is colored on the skin, but not on the handle. However, the falchion knife can also be colored in the handle as well, and these are the ones that are called 110% fade. So when a falchion knife is also faded on the handle, it will have an over 100% fade. Some people overpay for this, but some people don't really care. I mean, it's very subjective, but it is pretty cool. Another exception is the Talon knife and also the Karambit. And the cool thing about the fades on this skin is that neither of them have gray on low percent fades. As you can see in the video, the Karambit at 80% fade, which is the lowest fade possible, has basically 0 gray. And the exact same thing happens to the Talon, so these are a bit more complicated, but I'll explain it. So for the Karambit, when you say you have an 80/17/3 fade, it basically means the skin has 80% pink, 17% purple and 3% yellow. The most valuable Karambits are the ones that have the least purple possible, so the best Karambit fade possible is a 90/10, which basically means it has 90% pink and 10% yellow. So basically for the Karambit fade, the best ones are the ones that have the most pink possible and also the least purple possible. This was the full fade knife guide for CS2. I could have gone into detail into every single knife, but the video would have been way too complicated, so I tried to make this guide as basic as possible. And if you had no idea how fade skins worked in CS2, I think now you have a pretty good idea. If you liked the video, make sure you leave it a like and subscribe to the channel for more of this content.